Merhaba arkadaşlar, Tugi Gamers TV'ye hoş geldiniz. Eleanor serisinin 9. bölümüyle karşınızdayız. Kırmızı Öz bölümü. Oynayacağımız bölüm cinayet masasına atandıktan sonraki ilk görevimiz. Bakalım ne yapacağız. Bu bölümde, bu davada neler başımıza gelecek hep birlikte göreceğiz. Tekrar hoş geldiniz. Kanala abone olmayı, videoyu beğenmeyi, yorumlarınızı eksik etmeyin. İyi seyirler. Ne yapıyor bu ya? Cani herif. Anladığım kadarıyla yeni bir cinayet.
Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the homicide squad has decided to take early retirement.
Floyd Rose.
Emekli
Emekli oluyormuş. Floyd Rose şu adam emekli oluyormuş. Bakalım neler olacak. İçki partisi ayarlamış. Meyve suyu içerim, ben hiç kullanmıyorum ama.
And the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk.
Cole Phelps biz yani. Bizi onun yerine atadılar.
You're in the major leagues now, Sonny.
Ha, Süper Lig'deymiş.
Rusty Galloway,
Güzel.
a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing.
Galloway ile beraber çalışacağız.
Your first case is the murder of a woman found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the
Kurtadan
scene,
diye bir
lads.
katil mi varmış, neymiş? Onun peşine gideceğiz herhalde. Bürokratiyle tamamlanmasıyla elinizde sonuçlarına devam etmesi ve sokaklarda gezmesi size yeni şüpheli cinayet seçenek var. Hadi bakalım.
Do you have the address?
Adres sende mi?
All over KGPL. It's off Temple Street between Belmont.
Hadi bakalım.
Oh, that looks like a beauty.
Mickey C pays him to stir up union trouble.
Nice day
Sen
for it.
kullan
I'd rather
kanka.
you took the wheel.
You know the way. You can drive.
Yürü, sen bir sürüyorsun abi, sen sür. Gidelim bakalım.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you and I don't want you, so keep it to
Bizim
yourself.
ortağın üstüne
See if you
kalmışız
can
da.
learn something about
Kendini
seeing how
beğenmiş.
a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
The Dahlia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads and we got nothing.
Yüzlerce adam 6 aydır yakalamaya çalışıyormuş. Kurt Adam diye bir seri katilimiz var.
I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's going to happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Hadi bakalım. Olay yeri 9:27. Fotoğrafçılar gelmiş. İlk ortağımızla cinayet masasındaki ilk görevimizde
Another tramp,
görev
another
başındayız.
message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother,
Oğlum,
asshole?
cinayet
A
işlemiş,
sister? How
gülüyorlar
about
lan.
showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
They're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Defolun lan. Hadi inceleyelim bakalım. Oğlum bir de kadını soymuş lan. Allah belanı vermesin. Nasıl bir olaydır bu ya?
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane.
Aşıklar
It's a
patikası gibi
working
kullanıyorlar.
neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Ebe dolaş diyor. Burada neler bulacaksın diyor.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Daha yakın. 8 numara ayakkabı izleri.
Pink or lifted impressions
Başka?
for me to compare back at the lab.
Baktık ya lan buna. Tamam baktık ona. Geç onu. Şu ne? Bak bakalım.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Bırak onu. Şu fırçada bir şey var mı? Bunda da bir şey yok. Bundan bir şey olmaz. Şurada bir şey gördüm. O adama vurdukları şey olabilir mi, zımbırtı?
Circumstantial.
İşe yaramaz diyor. Güzel. Şu deli ne? Atla lan. Oğlum atlasana lan. Ha bu neymiş bakalım. Bir küre.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Bas bakalım. Olmadı. Bu böyle galiba. Bu da böyle herhalde. Bir tık daha mı geleceğiz? Doğru değil mi bu? Çevir bakalım ne oluyor. Buranın herhalde ya. Ya şöyle olması lazım. Ya da şöyle. Aha. Aha. Çakmak lan. Bomba kulübü. İncele. Bomba kulübü çakma. Tamam. Neyse bir gidecek bir yer bulduk herhalde. Şuralara bir bakayım, başka ne var? Bunlar ne? Geç abi. Buradan bir şey çıkmaz. İyice bakmak istiyorum abi. Yok. Şu ne? Bir adres verir mi bize?
Doesn't appear to be connected.
Bir bağlantısı yok. Yürü. Var mı buralarda başka bir şey? Şu ne? Bıçak.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Nasıl anlatmıyor? Cinayetle alakası olabilir aga bunun. Niye öyle dedin? Oralarda bir şey var mı? Bu ne?
Seems irrelevant.
Taşı ne diye koyuyorsunuz buraya, anlamıyorum ki abi. Orada başka bir şey var mı? Yok herhalde. Şu şeyi de inceleyelim abi. Cesedi bir inceleyin.
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stalked.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Kün travma.
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Kolunda varmış ya.
What about this wound on the finger?
Yüzüğünü zorla almışlar.
A ring, most likely. I
Öldükten
assume it was
sonra.
taken post-mortem.
Bunda bir şey yok. Bırak. O aşağıda ne yazıyor?
Interesting.
Burada küfür ediyor herhalde. Neyse.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia.
Karadal ya. Anladım.
X.
Sanırım cevabı
Your
benden
guess is
gidiyor.
as good as mine.
Tamam.
Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you
Gece
later.
yarısından önce
Can we get to the bomba? Man could die of thirst.
bombaya gidebilir miyiz artık demiş. Gidelim abi. Çekil lan şuradan. Boş işler mühendisi. Bununla gitsek olmaz mı?
Great. How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
Buna niye bindik? Ben bununla gitmek istemiyorum. Yürü abi. Şu polis aracıyla gidelim. Bir dakika. Şimdi ipuçlarına bir bakayım. 8 numara ayakkabı. Olay 8 numara ayakkabı. Cesede doğru giderken 8 numara. Ruj. Kartel. Marka ruj kullanılmamış. Kurban çantasında bulundu. Bomba. Altın kaplama sigara çakmağı. Cesedin üzerindeki yazı. Cesedin üzerinde yazılmış. Güzel. Küt. Kurban yüzünde ve kafasına sert bir cisimle açılan yaralar. Kayıp mücevher. Ceset üzerinde apaçık görülen kayıp mücevher izi var. Tamam. Şimdi insanlar... Neyse. Şuradan bir çıkayım abi. Sen sür abi.
You can drive.
And where
Bomba
exactly are
kulübünün
we
oraya gidelim
going?
abi. Sen sür kardeş. Gidelim bakalım ne varmış orada.
The werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
Bana kalsa
We can't
bu
rule it
bir
out.
taklitçi.
We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade.
Kağıda
I've
bak.
been working evidence
Ayda
from
çalışıyor.
BD
Elimizde ne var?
for 6
Hiçbir
months
şey.
and got next.
There's a
Ama
difference.
umutsuzmuş ya bizim ortak.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a note on a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. You can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
Allah Allah. Pasifik elektrik. Neymiş bakalım. Bomba kulüp. Buradan alınmış bir çakmak vardı elimizde. Girelim bakalım neymiş. Selamünaleyküm.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Inquire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched.
Henry.
Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
Nerede? Çiçekli bir şey giymiş diyor.
I think he's a bit of a gangster.
Bunlar çalışanlar. Bunlar değil. Çiçekli, ha şu.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine?
You going to pay for that?
Christ. Sure, I know her. She and I and
House officer.
Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
You know the husband?
Sure, I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Doğru ya.
Was he ever violent with her?
Celine came in here last night looking like she'd taken a slap. They don't live together anymore, so it might not have been him.
Allah Allah. Şöyle.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Oğlum sağa sola bakıyor ya. Yalan mı?
I think you killed her, McCall. She finally dumped Henry, but still she wasn't interested in you. She was in here flirting, and that was it for you. You took the ring because it has some link to you.
You're full of cheap shots, aren't you, detective?
Şimdi bomba kolu çakmağı vardı. Ayakkabısını bilmiyoruz ki. Bu anca.
Speak to the temp bar, man. I was here for a couple of hours after I closed up, and my wife will testify that I was in all night. I think I've had enough of you and your theories.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
How about a name?
Hep yalan yanlış yapıyoruz ya. Soruşturmaları yapamıyoruz ya.
If I had names, I would give them to you. I like Celine. I'd like to see you get whoever did this. Clear on that?
Buradan bir şey çıkaramadık ya. Soruşturmayı yürütemedik abi.
McCall, you said you liked her, and yet you've been no help at all. I want Celine's address.
142 North Union. Now get the hell out of my bar.
Ya en azından bir tane şey bulduk yani. Gidecek bir yer bulduk ya.
Let's get out of here.
Ya soruşturmaları niye yapamıyoruz abi biz? Gidelim bakalım Henry'nin madene. Kurban kele Henry'nin ikameti geldi. Gidelim bakalım abi. Soruşturmaları yapamıyoruz ya.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, fellas.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
Niye soruşturmaları
As long as
yapıyorsunuz?
you're not falling
Çözemedim ya.
over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
Adamın yalan söylediğini anlıyorum ama bir şeye dayandıramıyorum.
No, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killing.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Amma konuştunuz ya.
God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
Burası olay mahalline çok yakın herhalde. Kendi malikanesi 10.05. Bakalım burada ne çıkacak bize. Ölen cesedin malikanesi.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Aa, birisi kırık girmiş içeri. Bir şeyler olabilir mi burada?
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Yine gazete şeyi.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Ya, bu adamın cinayet belgesi var.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. Now I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with it.
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Cinayetin onunla bir ilgisi var.
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Kayıp yüzük oradan almış olabilir.
Doesn't look like anything. A regular Amelia Earhart her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Evet. Yüzükle ilgili bir şey bulduk. Şu şişe ne iş? Bunda bir şey yok herhalde. Yok, burada başka bir şey yok. Burada da bir şey yok. Bu neymiş?
This isn't what we're looking for.
Burada bir şeye benzemiyor. Burada bir şey yok gibi. Burada da bir şey yok. Orada bir şey, çekil lan şişko. Ne anahtarı?
Optimistic, Cole.
Şuraya bakayım önce bir.
Size 9s.
Ayağına hakkısı.
Above
9
average
numara.
for a lady.
Cinayeti işleyen 8 numara gibi.
Don't think this is anything. Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Buna bakmıştık. Başka bir şey var mı? Şuradakine.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. Speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Burası açılıyor mu?
Call in burglary and get technical services out here.
Çevreyi
I'll talk to the
inceleyelim.
neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Komşularla konuş diyor.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Önce bir şuraya iyice bakmak istiyorum. Komşularıyla konuşacağım abi. Şu evin arkasına iyice girmem lazım. Ve incelemem lazım şurayı. İyice bir. Şurayı iyice. Şöyle mi? Şu komşuları. Komşu. Komşu ne haber?
I knew it wasn't safe around here.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Karının evine girebiliyoruz mu acaba?
Please. I'm too upset.
Konuş lan. Neyse. Burada da bir şey çıkmadı demek ki. Şu evde bir şeyler yok herhalde. Yürü abi gidelim.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Henry Jacob'un. Evet.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. We'll keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Kocasını öldürdüğünü düşünüyorlar. Tartışıyorlar mı kişi? Jacob Henry'nin dairesi.
Okay, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
Burada çatışma olabilir gibi. Elinde silah olduğuna göre.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry. We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Bu adam öldürmemiş gibi ya sanki. Önce bir etrafa bakayım.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Probably nothing.
Geç. Bunda bir şey yok.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber.
Burada bir gizli bir mesaj var.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
En sonunda yazdığı çıkıyor adamın ortaya.
The oldest problem there is. What to do about the old
Ölüm
lady.
tehdidi notu. Bakalım başka neler çıkacak. Orada bir şey yok.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Davayla ilgisi yok. Ha, yerde niye geziyor bu? Burası açılmıyor. Burada bir şey yok. Bavulu hazırlıyor herhalde bu adam. 8 numaram bu. 11 numara.
Size 11s.
Bu değil. ...11 numara. Bu katil bu değil ya. Tabi bu ayakkabı bununsa. Dışarıda var mı bir şeyler? Daire sadece bunun herhalde. Burada başka bir şey yok. Kutular neyin nesi ya? Evet.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Şüpheli ya.
We get the impression that Celine liked to live the glamorous
Allah'ım
life.
yarabbim,
How did
niye
she end
yanlış?
up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do. I'm not ashamed about that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
That's a lie, and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, Detective?
Ya abi,
my wife was a drunk. It was a sickness with her.
Komşusu öyle olduğunu
Doesn't
söyledi
mean
ama.
I didn't love her.
Ya niye doğru yapamıyorsun ya?
Would you stop loving your wife if she was unwell?
No, I wouldn't. Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
Yalan ya.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, big mouth? Huh?
Şimdi. Bu eve zor giren bu herhalde ya. Ya arkadaş niye
I've had
yapamıyoruz
just
ya?
about enough of you.
Bu giren değil miydi zorla giren?
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
Yalan ya.
You called the bar to give yourself an alibi. Then you went after her, beat her, and dumped her in a park. I think you are a sack of shit, Jacob.
You're not going to pin Celine's death on me. I'll take a lie detector test to prove it.
Bu yapmamış. Ulan hepsini yanlış
You
yaptık
want
ya,
to
böyle bir
take
şey
all
yok.
that back, you fresh-faced little punk?
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
Ya niye
We can
yanlış
get this all
sorguluyorsunuz
down on
abi?
paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Aha.
You're awful hot.
Let's just leave it at that.
Lan. Lan bir dur, ben bir dakika hangisiyle vuruyordum ya?
This doesn't look good for you, Jacob.
Hangisi vuruyordu lan?
You're not being
Dur
rational.
lan dur. Dur lan dur. Bir çözeyim, vuracağım sana da.
You're awful.
Oğlum bu niye vurmuyor lan? Vur lan. Öleceğiz lan, nasıl bakayım ya. Al. Şerefsiz, az kalsın bizi öldürüyordu ya.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Telefon nerede?
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Bu bölüm umduğumdan uzun sürdü ya. Bir şey de elde edemedik ya. Soruşturmaları hep yanlış yaptık. Çözemedim ya.
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective.
Any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. In regards to the Celine Henry homicide, the owner of the Turkey Bowl restaurant at 1535 West 3rd Street says the victim was at his restaurant last night.
Turkey Bowl restaurant. We'll check it out.
You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers.
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doctor.
Adam sapıkmış lan.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Hadi gidelim şuraya.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Bir de bulduğumuz her arabaya biniyoruz.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
Kafasına vurulan boruyla
I imagine
ölmemiş.
that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Türkiye Borovun restoranı. Türkiye.
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're working a murder case. Mrs. Celine Henry, you called in?
Yeah, the name's Jonesco. This is my place.
You saw Mrs. Henry in here last night?
Until about 1 a.m., having dinner with a friend.
Doing more drinking than eating.
You got that straight.
Mrs. Henry was seen leaving another establishment in the company of a man. Did the two of them come here?
Yeah, I remember seeing her with a guy.
Did you see them leave?
They got into his old Pontiac. Dull brown color. I got a look at the license plate. 2B8899.
Doğru ya.
You have a name? Description, maybe? Come on, Mr. Nesco. We need something more to go on.
Smallish guy. Maybe 5'7". Dark complexion. Latin looking.
What time did the two of them leave?
Around 2 a.m. They were talking pretty loud. She had a black eye. Said her husband gave it to her. Said she was going to have him committed.
Was she a regular in here?
No. I mean, I wouldn't have recognized her face among the usual crowd.
Doğru ya.
Was the place busy last night?
Sure was.
So how come you paid so much attention to her?
She had something. For an older broad, I mean. Not good looking, but vivacious, full of life. I've always found that kind good in the sack. I was thinking about trying my luck, but that guy she was with had her wrapped up tight.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nesco. Thanks for your time.
Eyvallah. Hele şükür bir soruşturmayı düzgün yaptık abi. Bu sefer de aha. Birileri mi geliyor? Çatışacağız mı? Aha.
Where the hell's he going with that?
Look, Pops, just hand over the money, okay?
All right, young fellow, okay. Hold your horses. I'm getting the money.
I ain't afraid to drill you, you know.
Hey, careful with that trigger finger now. You look the nervous type.
Plug the old bastard, Lefty. If I gotta come in there, I'm spraying lead, you old coot.
LAPD, drop the weapon!
This place is going to hell in a handbasket.
Ne oldu? Birini öldürdük. Öldürmesek oluyor mu acaba? Ne oluyor bakalım şimdi? Yeni bir şeyler mi oldu? Soygun yapmaya çalışan iki kişiyi yakaladık. Ya öldürdük ya da neyse. Bakalım ne olacak? Central Police Station.
You should check in with R&I. Put an APB out on that plate.
So, you gonna see your married man again?
Nereye gidiyorsun lan?
Don't you worry, officer. Take more than bumps like that to rattle me. You can get going.
Ya yürü biz işimize bakalım ya. Şuradan başka arabaya binelim ya. Yürü.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Ha. Neyse. Bakalım şurada. Ne oldu? Ya telefon edeceğiz, telefon.
I don't need this.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936
1936
Pontiac.
model bir
Registered
Pontiac.
owner is
Araç sahibi Alonso Mendez.
Alonso Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks.
Tamam.
Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Anlaşıldı, geliyoruz. Evet arkadaşlar, burada kalalım. Artık 10. bölümde buradan devam ederiz. Beni izlediğiniz için çok sağ olun. 10. bölümde görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın, sağlıkla kalın.